I was totally joking about Pharaoh having a crush on Joseph. Potiphar had a crush on Joseph, and he bought him in the desert to fuck him, so then an angel of God castrated Potiphar. Welcome back to And God Was Like, Almost Weekly Torah Portion Series. I'm your host, Arielle Kaplan. This week, I'm going over Parshat Miketz. Let's get into it, shall we? Pharaoh has two disturbing dreams. At the Nile River, he sees 7 handsome and sturdy, totally fuckable cows grazing. And then these 7 skinny, super uggo cows eat the fat, beautiful ones. Pharaoh's second dream was basically the same, but switch out the cows for 7 slim and 7 thick ears of grain. Today we know the dreams mean that Pharaoh wanted to fuck his mom. That went over his magicians' heads. The butler suggests that Pharaoh fetch the Hebrew slave Joseph to figure out what his dreams mean. Fucking finally, Dream Boy's been rotting in prison for like 2 years. The prison guards slap Joseph's tush, give him a rom-com makeover montage to meet Pharaoh. And Joseph was like, here's the tea. God is going to bless Egypt with 7 years of crops before cursing it with a 7-year famine. So you should start saving food for the famine. Pharaoh really likes Joseph, likes him. So he puts a fucking ring on it. Dream Boy goes from 0 to hero and becomes head bitch in charge of Egypt. Only second to Pharaoh. He gets a new name. I have to look at my notes for this one, I can't pronounce it. Safeneth Paneah, which means explainer of hidden things. And he marries Osnat, hilarious name, who is Potiphar's daughter. Everyone in Potiphar's family wants to fuck Joseph. Osnat gives birth to Manasseh and Ephraim. The 7-year famine starts and Joseph hands out food to anyone who needs it, under the condition that they circumcise themselves. Sneaky bitch. Chapter 42. The famine becomes a global pandemic. Yaakov sends his sons to collect food from Egypt. All of them except for his last favorite son, Benjamin. The boys go down to Egypt land. They do not recognize Joseph with his hot prison body and Egyptian clothes. But Joseph sure as hell recognizes them, and suddenly he has an epiphany about his dreams. ... Karma's a bitch, y'all. To test their character growth, Joseph demands the boys go back home with their rations and retrieve Benjamin, and they're gonna leave Shimon as collateral. In the room with Joseph, before they leave, Reuben chastises his brothers for basically killing Joseph, and they all feel really, really guilty. The brothers don't know that Joseph understands Hebrew. Joseph hears the whole thing and he starts bawling. I just have something in my eye. Onions. There's an onion in my eye. Yaakov does not want Benjamin to go to Egypt. He's fine leaving Shimon there as long as Benjamin is safe. Chapter 43. Jacob and sons were fucking starving. They ran out of food. After much ado, Yaakov is convinced to let the boys go to Egypt with Benjamin. They bring a lot of gifts with them and even return some money that Joseph had actually given to them. Shimon is reunited with the squad and Joseph prepares an enormous feast for the boys. So, how's my dad? How's your dad? He's good. Fucking weirdo. Okay, Joseph's got to cool it or he's gonna blow his cover. Joseph sees Benjamin and he can't cool it. He starts bawling again and he runs into another room, splashes some water on his face, does his 16-step skincare routine, and then he calls the brothers to sit at the table with him to feast. And he does it in birthright order, with Benjamin sitting next to him, because he's like, both of our moms are dead. We can bond over our mommy issues. And the Egyptians ate in a separate room because they're anti-Semites. Chapter 44. All the brothers are given sacks of grain, and Joseph's grand plan is revealed. He frames Benjamin for thievery by planting his favorite goblet in his sack. The boys leave but are quickly arrested by Joseph's butler, who is not paid enough for his service. The tribes of Israel return to Joseph, and he's like, this is how you repay me? Don't you know I need that cup to brew lotions and potions for divination? Don't you know that? Joseph, king of dreams, more like Joseph, king of gaslighting. He demands Benji's enslavement, and Judah signals the brothers to break out into a musical number, counter-offering Benji's enslavement with their own. 10 for the price of 1. Joseph is really a messy bitch, acting like he's on the Real Housewives of Egypt. I think we would all watch that show.